Once upon a time, there was a small village nestled in a valley surrounded by towering mountains. The villagers had lived in the valley for generations, and they had never ventured beyond its borders. They believed that the valley was the entire world, and that there was nothing beyond it. One day, a young woman named Anya decided to explore the mountains. She had always dreamed of seeing what lay beyond the valley, and she was determined to find out. She packed a bag with food and water, and set off on her journey. Anya hiked for days, climbing higher and higher into the mountains. As she climbed, she could see further and further into the distance. Finally, she reached the summit of a mountain, and she gasped in amazement. Spread out before her was a vast and beautiful world. She could see mountains, rivers, forests, and oceans. She could see cities and towns, and people going about their daily lives. Anya realized that the valley was just a tiny part of the world, and that there was so much more to see and experience. She decided to stay in the mountains and explore the world beyond the valley. Anya traveled for many years, and she learned a great deal about the world. She met people from all walks of life, and she learned about their cultures and traditions. She also learned about the natural world, and the many different ecosystems that exist. One day, Anya decided to return to her village. She wanted to share her knowledge with the other villagers, and to help them see the world beyond the valley. When Anya arrived in the village, the people were shocked to see her. They had thought she was dead. Anya told them about her travels, and showed them pictures of the world beyond the valley. At first, the villagers were skeptical. They couldn't believe that there was more to the world than the valley. But Anya was patient, and she slowly convinced them to believe her. Eventually, some of the villagers decided to join Anya on her journey. They wanted to see the world for themselves. The villagers who stayed behind were sad to see their loved ones go, but they were also excited for them. They knew that they were going to experience something amazing. The villagers who traveled with Anya were amazed by the world beyond the valley. They had never seen anything like it before. They learned about different cultures, different ways of life, and the different wonders of the natural world. When the villagers returned to the valley, they were changed people. They had a new appreciation for the world around them, and they were more open-minded and tolerant of others. They also realized that they were just a small part of something much larger, and that they had a responsibility to care for the world and its inhabitants. The story of Anya and the villagers is a modern retelling of Plato's allegory of the cave. It is a story about the importance of exploring the world and learning about different cultures and ways of life. It is also a story about the responsibility that we all have to care for the world and its inhabitants. The story of Anya and the villagers can be seen as a metaphor for the human condition. We are all born into a cave, where we are limited by our own experiences and beliefs. But if we are willing to venture out and explore the world, we can learn so much more. We can learn about different cultures, different ways of life, and the different wonders of the natural world. We can also learn about ourselves and our place in the world. The story also teaches us about the importance of open-mindedness and tolerance. We should be open to new ideas and new ways of thinking. We should also be tolerant of others, even if they are different from us. Finally, the story teaches us about our responsibility to the world. We are all part of something much larger than ourselves. We have a responsibility to care for the world and its inhabitants. We should do everything we can to protect the environment and to create a more just and equitable world for all.